you're the oldest, so tell us. Just what does Claude do exactly?
Well, my dad told me they do things Mum won't.
My mum hates to do the laundry. So that's what all those gentlemen do at the Passiflora. Get their laundry done?
Guess so. Looked in the window once. They was all prancing round in their knickers.
So why's my dad say the Passiflora's the best because it's got the dirtiest horse? Golly, adults are strange.
Okay, I gotta put that in. 3, 2, 1, earth below. Drifting, falling, floating, weightless. Calling, calling me home. Home. That's been stuck in my head all day. And like literally all day, because I heard it on the way to school this morning. And I started thinking, I'm glad you can tell. I started thinking as soon as I heard it, wow, this song sounds like it needs to be like the trailer song for some sci-fi movie or something. And when I say sci-fi, I mean like that, whatever that one subgenre of sci-fi is where it's Star Wars sci-fi, like it's futuristic but also seems like it's set in the past, you know? I think that would make an awesome trailer song for a movie like that. It would have to involve flying though. Like I envision the airboarding thing from Treasure Planet. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. And I'm just rambling.
Wanna dip your dingle?
No. No thanks. My dingle is sufficiently dipped. It's alright. Is it? I really hope that prostitutes of the past or present don't actually say things like that. Because in a lot of games, prostitutes just say horrible things like that, and I'm just here thinking, it's not sexy. Saying that does not make me want to put it in you. It really doesn't. So I really hope that that's just like exaggeration, humorous exaggeration. Okay, so we're heading up here to check this notice board. Also, see what else we can find in this here big city. What, is that a knife? That was a very, very floaty knife. Can we see you throw that again? Come on, throw it again. Throw it again. Alright, whatever. And here it is. I already feel like I'm not saying enough, but I just got off of work, so I'm a little bit tired. Lessons in savoir-vivre? I don't know. Which knife should be used when eating fish? Is it fitting for a lady to walk without hose in hot weather? Should a white wine glass be held by the stem or by the cup? Anyone aspiring to rub shoulders with Novigrad high society will receive answers to these and other similarly vexing questions for a trifling fee by inquiring with Count Nougat? Like candy? Nougat chocolate? A world authority in matters of that. Reminder, most honorable townspeople, please remember to warn any passers-by. I know that it's passers-by, but I always like to say passer-bys. It's more fun to say that way. Who might currently be found beneath your window before emptying out your chamber pots. Gardaloo! Stay out of the sewers. We would like to inform all venerable residents of Novigrad that last week the temple guard fished 3 bodies of the following descriptions out of the city sewers. Male of moderate age, clad in rich apparel, with a birthmark on his upper shoulder. Female elderly, dressed in a blue nightshirt, numerous blunt trauma wounds all over her body. Male, young, naked, indecent tattoo on his groinal area. What? These bodies will be examined and identified by the end of the month, then cremated. We would like to take this opportunity to warn our dear townsmen and women against entering the sewers. Despite continual efforts on the part of our brave temple guard, they remain an extraordinarily dangerous place. We'll buy books. Hey! Too bad I already sold mine. We'll purchase books. Content not important as long as they're bound in attractive leather and have titles written in gold plate. I wish to display them in my salon in a bid to lend my domicile gravity and sophistication. That's not cotton merchant now. Not the tailor I went to. Contract. The temple guard of the city of Novigrad. Fellow followers of the flame. How long did it take him to come up with that? In recent days, several officers of the temple guard have been ravaged to death in a most bestial manner. An investigation has been launched to look into the matter, so the perpetrator shall soon feel the iron grip of justice closing around his throat. Anyone able to help the guardsmen track down and punish this murderer, or murderers, as the case may be, is asked to report to the nearest guard post at once. A reward is foreseen. It is likewise hereby announced that any man aiding or abetting these bandits or withholding evidence regarding these crimes shall be punished by torture, imprisonment, or even death. Sergeant Gilbert Witz... Gwent. Vime Vivaldi cheats. To all Gwent players, the dwarven banker Vimy Vivaldi is a villain and a cheat. Using typical non-human trickery, he conned his way to victory over me, then forthwith demanded I surrender my cards without the slightest consolation or giving me the chance for a rematch. Anyone tempted to play with him, resist or regret, says a well-wisher. Let's see what level this is. Oh my. Yeah, you don't see it on the recording, but as great as the new TV is, it kind of has this problem where if an image is on it for more than a minute or so, it, Oh, cool. I'm in level for this one. If if anything's on the screen for more than a minute or so, then it kind of burns into the screen a little bit, and then takes a couple minutes to go away. Deadly Delights. Where be this? So like I'm seeing the little notice boards still on the screen right now. Alright, so there's that. Should I talk to him before or after? Not before we... Yeah, before we take anything on, let's just finish exploring, shall we? Because I want to see everything there is to see in the city. Not like every inch of it, but, you know, just familiarize with my surroundings. I also really like this music. Who is this merchant again? Just a general merchant? Oh, it's this guy.
Welcome! Welcome!
Buddy! Look to me like a Gwent aficionado.
What have you got there?
No, not there, there. Ooh, book. Ghouls and Alghouls. Do I need that? I don't think I need that. Is that honey? Exquisite honey. Ooh. I do love me some honey. Wolf liver. Carol's favorite, according to me. Oh, just the contract. Might as well give him all this crap. Save the expensive stuff for the blacksmiths. Oh wow, these are worth quite a bit, huh? Oh wow, 242 vitality. But, they're heavy. I guess I'll hold on to the armor for now. And all these swords. Oh, this one's whatever. As is this one. And this one. And I guess these... It's very unlikely that I'll be able to hold, that I will be able to hold, or sell all of these to the merchant at once. I'll have to have like 1,000 gold on them. I'll take this too. And this, sure. Grr. I'm so torn. If there would have been item storage from the beginning for me to store all of the unique swords in, I would have totally just stored all of the unique swords that I found. Because that's the way I am. I am one of those people, a video game pack rat. But given that there wasn't, and so I decided to... It's not that I'm like, oh, maybe I want to use them later. It's just like, they're unique weapons. They're cool to look at. I want to keep them. But since there wasn't storage, and I had to, as a matter of practicality, sell them.
Speak softly, lest they hear you and build another pyre.
And you still call this a free city? Governance by terror. That's what we've to expect now.
What was I saying? Right, but if I would have been able to...
Our Novigrad, shining a brilliant pearl amongst cities, cradle of the eternal fire.
What? Oh, sad.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses.
Pretty sure no good can survive it either. Whoa, what a
Behold
nose.
the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you by the others of your species.
Species?
I wanted only to live like you.
Is he a dwarf?
Help me, kind folk, please.
What species is he? Doppler? A what?
Sure hope Doo-Doo hasn't met the same fate.
Doo-doo?
Winds howling.
It is? Who's Doo-Doo?
Yes,
And your mom.
no loitering round here.
Eternal fire!
Grand spectacle.
Wow. Oh, hey, we have new stuff about Annabelle. Perhaps there was something in the girl's words that had put Geralt on his guard, or perhaps his witcher instinct simply warned him in time. Either way, Geralt knew that he was dealing with a literal second before Annabelle, blah, 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 terrible wraith, blah, blah, blah. Nothing about her being saved, though? Caleb Menge Mehu. In those days, rampant persecution and the smoke of 100 pyres choked Novigrad's air. This grim climate provided cover in which a great many bloody butchers built comfortable nests for themselves. Drummed-up conspiracies, mass arrests, and show trials resulting in group executions were the favorite building blocks. Caleb, that guy, the Fennec, the Church of the Eternal Fire's Temple Guard, was one such opportunist, his moment of triumph coming when he unmasked his superior, the former Temple Guard commander Chappelle, as a Doppler in disguise. What is a Doppler? Geralt first saw me lighting Chappelle's fire in Novigrad's main square and had no doubt for this man the appellation fanatical whoreson was too mild by far. Huh. Chappelle. Or Chapel, whatever. Geralt and I had long known that Chappelle, Chancellor of Security for the Church of the Eternal Fire in Novigrad, had died years ago and had been replaced by a Doppler masquerading under his name. What is a Doppler? We didn't breathe a word of this to anyone, of course, for the change was decidedly in everyone's best interest. The Doppler had proved a reasonable creature and deprived of the true Chappelle's cruelty, and under his watch life in the city had much improved. Sadly, the Chancellor's conciliatory style must have raised suspicions as a wave of terror and persecution began to swell over Novigrad. The Doppler was found out, arrested, and burned at the stake for the greater glory of the Eternal Fire. Huh. I feel like I'm missing something, not knowing who he is and all. Felicia. Felicia who? What? Oh. The witch, or sorceress. Geralt had been in situations where he could not prevent someone's death on more than one occasion. In fact, you might say he had grown accustomed to that particular form of agony. It is another thing, however, to stand powerless and watch the unjust, cruel execution of an acquaintance for whom one has developed a fondness. I know her? Such was his lot as regards Felicia Corey, a young sorceress whom Geralt had met while chasing the Kingslayer Letho. Though Geralt had not gotten to know her deeply, he had nonetheless taken a liking to this former pupil of Philip Elhart, who had seemed to him a pleasant and enterprising young woman. Yet she was a wielder of magic, and, as such, met her end on a pyre. Well, that's shitty. Yeah. Anything on Dopplers? Oh, white lady. Oh, wow. She's considerably less white than the other Newton Wraiths I've come across. Oh, she's got different hair stuff. Cool. You join his band? Where are they? 4 lads, drunkards, and good-for-nothings all. They drained a few pints and decided they'd all plow the white lady. Maybe then she'd bugger off. Oh, gosh, I can't even imagine. It wasn't overheard. It was said directly to me. The apparition haunting the fields outside Novigrad turned out to be a Noon Wraith. Some powerful emotion must have bound it to that place. Love, hate, anger, or perhaps all three at once. Like every Wraith of this type, she was surely capable of forming mirror images of herself, which served to mislead opponents and restore her vitality. Luckily, these mirages could be dispelled with a quick slash from a silver blade. Like any Noon Wraith, she would undoubtedly seek to assume immaterial form while fighting, making her almost impossible to injure unless she's first gotten a trap laid by the Yrden Sign or Blazer with a special bomb. Once thus forced into materiality, she should be attacked with strong blows or the Igni sign. See, I thought that Igni was supposed to be good against them, but it didn't seem to be working on the other Wraiths. Finally, one must always keep in mind 2 Witcher sayings. The longer you fight a Noon Wraith, the lower your chances of surviving, and fight a Noon Wraith at midday and you'll be dead before dusk. The vengeful Wraith known as the White Lady had roamed the fields for a long time, murdering anyone she came across. Though the grain hung heavy from the stalks, the frightened peasants were kept from harvesting it and thus faced famine. They gathered their last bit of savings and went in together on a bounty for a Witcher. That was coin well spent. And again, it says that... I already checked and made sure. It does in fact say that they do appear at night. So, grackalackle.